Continuing my Indomitus Coast to Coast build, starting with Space Marines Intercessor squad of 10 big blue badasses. If you remember from the two streams yesterday, I screwed up royally, and the primer does not like the McCrag Blue Air I've been using. But I found a way to make things look very cool by getting two thin coats, hey Duncan, two thin coats of the air, and then a coat of Calth Blue Air. It gives it this really interesting little sheen to it. It's a really nice color on top of all that. I know I got to get you better lighting. I appreciate that. I know I missed a figure yesterday as well, and I know that I need to apologize for all the sniffling again. Again, I had a medical procedure on my sinuses last Tuesday, and things are still working themselves out. Had a debridement today, which is just rip the old crappy stuff out of your nose and let it heal properly, kind of thing. So, wow, this is incredibly tight. I just did a test fit of this Marine, and I wanted to pull it apart to glue it. I can't believe my fucking neighbor, man. It's almost 7:30 at night, and that fucking potato head is still doing goddamn yard work. I hate him. I hate him to death. I hate everything he is and stands for. This guy, let me tell you about this guy, for God's sake. Holy crap. He's got what is essentially a summer home. I don't know how he and his wife make their regular money, but they bought a second home here on a lake, which he doesn't use. He doesn't fish. He doesn't swim. He doesn't boat. He doesn't sun. He doesn't do anything. He futzes around in the goddamn yard all goddamn weekend, every goddamn day. You can't get anything done with him around because he just makes so much noise all the bloody time. So, I think I'm done with this. So I'm going to move on to the Calth Air Blue with all the rest of the models. Oh, wait, nope. I got to redo this one because I never did. I missed it completely the other day. Got to go back to the McCrag Air Blue. And if this one is anything like the others, this will be a long and involved process where I will sing stupid songs to you to ameliorate your annoyance. Or increase it. It's hard to say. So, we take this bad boy. And we start. Move it around. Like I said yesterday, this stuff just doesn't take on this primer, really. But, if you move it around, it does start to dry smoothly. And the second coat will take care of any imperfections, and the Calth Air will hide anything further. Which is fine, because I think I'm going to lose this competition. But you know what? I've got the spine to make a stream out of it. And Andrew's just going to sit there making pretty pictures of the stuff he does. You know, I don't even feel like a fucking goon talking like that. Because he just put on Facebook that this was not a friendly competition. So, you're in for it, fucko. Alright, got to keep moving it around, moving it around. What was that song I cooked up yesterday? Move it around, get a second coat on. I'm wondering if I should add a fourth camera. Gotta keep moving, keep moving. The more you move it, the smoother it goes. Dries and dries, smooths out. It's interesting how some of these areas will instantly create a bit of shade for themselves and darken up, and other areas just won't take anything and they'll stay white with the primer. Okay, this one's almost ready to dry. I should really mix this with some white someday, because I really want these brighter. You know what I'm saying? How do you make blue brighter? Because it's been my considered opinion that as goofy as this stuff gets, as goofy as 40k is, it's no longer goofy enough. There was a joy in the weirdness, in the over-the-topness. In previous years, reading back through White Dragon or White Dwarf or, you know, Pale Elf or whatever the fuck they call that magazine. And that just isn't there anymore. And I mean, they took Grimdark maybe just a tad too far. And it's just, we're all very, very serious, and this is a very serious game. And we're talking about big concepts, and that's very important. Brr, 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 brr. So, clean off the brush there. Always reuse your shit. These are the ones from yesterday. I left everything just as it was. Alright. Let's organize up these bags and marines. And hopefully I can get all this done within an hour for you. I can start painting and assembly of other parts tomorrow. Alright, as we noted yesterday, this is going to make it a lot darker, but it's also going to give it a nice anodized feel, which I absolutely love. And you just slap it on there. It's not a period for accuracy just yet. We just want to get things covered and looking okay, and have something for the other paints to sit on when we do get wackadoo with it. But again, these things are maybe the brush is too harsh, huh? Maybe that's what this is. This has a terrible habit of pulling paint off of the edges. But you know what? I'll just repair that with another wash of this after. Get in there. My God. After a touch-up with standard McCrag blue, not the air stuff. That's one. Like I said, this is almost like a contrast, but it's also like a wash. I'm using it more like a wash than a contrast right now. I want it to brighten up. Andrew's already got all his guys completely assembled, and that is a source of never-ending chagrin to me, because I'm just not confident enough to do a complete build, then a paint. I just know I'm going to do dumb things in dumb places. Alright, maybe this was too much. Wow, this isn't drying nearly as fast as the last one. What the hell? And it's also filling in a couple of details, so I got to be careful about this. If you use this new technique no one has ever used before me, just don't put too much of this calth on the brush, man. Woof! It's terrible. It's not drying. May have to do a cheater on it, huh? Alright, well that's two. That'll do. Clean this up a little bit. Again, these are not instructional videos. This is just fun I'm having with a pal of mine. And I can't promise I'll ever do any more streaming after this box set is done. But you know what? We probably got a couple of months of this, so either kick back or go away. Which is exactly what y'all did with my fucking podcast. Y'all went away. So you wanted nothing to do with Super Macho Jedi Knight and TMG Cast. But that's okay. That's okay. Like I said, we are going to do the entire box set. So you have Necrons to look forward to. You have Blade Guard veterans, captains, librarians, a Judicer, however the fuck you pronounce that. Judiciar. I don't know why they just couldn't call it a Judicar. Everyone else in the universe calls their weird little judgment guys Judicars. Why the fuck couldn't Games Workshop do that? No, they gotta come up with Judiciar. Look at me, I haven't even played this game yet. I've already got opinions, man. That's what gamers do. We have opinions and we're assholes. Don't tell me we ain't. Oh, there's many, many wonderful people in this game. That is not untrue. They have opinions too. Keep forgetting to get the soles of these guys' boots. Wow, it just won't get into those fucking corners. This calf is really sticky too. All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm halfway there. I still haven't contacted that guy about getting me some music to play. That would be a great idea. Oh no. I've missed his inner thigh. Oh no. How can I be forgiven? Strangest thing. I put out daily hour plus recaps, reissues of my 9-year-old podcast. Nobody notices. I do this for 2 whole hours, and damned if I don't get more views in 2 videos than I did 30 podcasts. Go figure. I really ought to close that each and every time. Not because I think it's going to dry, because it's a brand new bottle and it could sit there for days and not dry out. But I have lost an entire bottle of Nuln oil because I spilled it. I have lost 90% of Lamian medium bottle because I refused to close it. And I have lost 2/3 of a Vallejo, a very expensive Vallejo aluminum silver combo. Ugh. I love that. I use those on my my Adeptus Sororitas, my Argent Shroud girls.
Because, I mean, Stormhost Silver is okay, but these people are supposed to be literally divine. They're supposed to be literal instruments of the Emperor, filled with holy glory. And I want it to look like metal. I want it to look like silver metal. Not, nickel. I want it to be holy silver, not... You get it. You know what I'm talking about. Nobody's there, but you get it. All right. 3 more. Yeah, the more I think about it, the bikes, there's the Necrons, then the bikes. 2 bikes are going to be after Necrons, which are going to be after these Intercessors. I am definitely going to use that shitty airbrush on the bikes. Yeah, this stuff is super thin. It's so close to a wash. Oops, didn't get that area. After the stream last night, I didn't know what to do. I took a shower and I watched the show Dairy Girls, which, it was new. I had never known anything about it. No one ever mentioned anything to me about it. And I thought, well, it's a UK comedy. How bad can it be? Although I have seen some pretty boring UK comedies, man. Like Sick Note or Sick Day or whatever one that Rupert Grint is in. Rupert Grint, by the way, is the ugliest man in fucking show business. And that's all there is to it. I don't care how great a Weasley he was. He's fucking ugly. Now, you might be thinking, that's Lucas. Well, I'm fattest. And nobody has any problem talking about my weight. So, I don't really care. Fair's fair. All's good in love and war. To paraphrase Patton Oswalt, douchebags, who cares if we're fat? Which was an adapted quote from Brian Dennehy, actually, about character actors. This thing's doing all my edge highlighting for me. In a very weird sense. It's putting things back down to the primer. You'll see all these results on Instagram shortly after the stream. Twitter as well. The notes, the links, the URLs for that will be in the show description every single time. Because I can't be buggered to memorize that shit. I'm at Super Macho Jedi Knight on both. And Andrew is Plastic.addicts Instagram, and somebody else on Twitter. Very sorry, Andrew. I will get your credit where it's due. I really will. Oh, you know, I didn't put the second coat of Macragge Blue on this one. Oops. Let's see how it turns out. The worst that happens is I do put another one on. I wonder if I clear coat this. I really should turn that into an experiment, huh? If I hard coat this. Yeah, this is proving insufficient. I'm going to have to put on another Macragge, then another Calth.
You see that? Can't really see that, can you? It's not great. I gotta do plenty with my lighting here.
We'll just set that aside. We'll close this up. Clean the brush. It's only been 20 minutes, so I guess we can do the arms now. I'll do a cheat dry on this, and we'll think about attaching arms. Alright, put you away, let you dry. Alright kids, it's going to be loud again. Oh, don't lose parts on me, baby. Just so you know, I totally lost my sentence there. I have no idea what I was going to say. You know, as much as I prefer the squats, these things are a lot easier because they got better poses. You can get to the aquila better, you can get to the chest better, you can get to so many parts of the model better. All the squats
held that weapon right in front of them, and you had no choice. I mean, I don't know how you'd get to those parts if you didn't paint first, then assemble. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Almost done, almost done. These things are so light. The hair dryer keeps trying to blow them away out of my hands. Alright, so let's see what kind of weapons things we got for these guys. Let's see. Alright, so all the guns, most of the guns are off. Most of the arms are off. Oh, that one goes on the side, I see. Now, here's where decisions have to be made. Oh, I didn't notice that there was another... Well, it's just as well. I'm going to do all these guys with helmets, because if we're going to do a quality competition, I can't... I'm not ready for faces. I'm not ready to go heads up against somebody doing faces. I have gotten better, but I ain't ready yet. Alright, so let's start with what will be the sergeant here. He's going to want a plasma. Oh, why isn't this working? There, that's better. Should he dual wield plasma and bolter? Are they allowed to do that? I don't think they're allowed to do that. That would be pretty great if he was, though. No, that's not working. This really nice arm. Yeah, I think that's about right? That's about how we expect it to be. Alright, we'll call that one a victory. We'll put his backpack in just to keep things together. Alright, number 2 guy.
Do I have any more plasmas? How many plasmas did they give me? Oh, there's another plasma. And unfortunately, it's got to look exactly the same. Why won't that go in? Well, they're going to be virtually identical poses. Let's see. Are there any more plasmas? There appear to be no more plasmas. Oh well. I guess 2 plasmas in a 10-person squad is probably sufficient anyway. Right. Let's put his backpack on. Let's give him a bolter. Can I do that? Probably not, right? No, I mean, that'll work. Kind of. Yeah, that'll go on there. I'm going to have this guy shaped like this. I'm going to have him hold the bolter. Or, yeah. Hold the bolter, point, and have his sword off to the side on. This next guy well, doesn't really want to go on at all. I mean, kinda, I guess. Force it. It's interesting that they chose to make some of these guys right-handed and some of them left. Ah. See, the angles on some of these things are terrible. See, that's not going to work. That's going to look like garbage. What? I put these things together the way the manual said. And it's just not working. That one's right enough. Ugh, I'm still missing one. Well, that one went on quite nicely. But this side will not. Oh, okay. That'll do. That will have to do. So I ain't spending all goddamn night going, yeah, what if they want to go on this way, man?
I mean, that shit's just lame, man. Shit.
See, logically, this should go straight in. That is insufficient. Oops. I suppose that'll look good enough.
Well, that's a dynamic little pose, huh? How about that? I can dig that. Wow, these things are ridiculously inconsistent with their fittings.
It's terrible. That's okay.
Bolter, 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 bolter.
Ooh, that's right across his face. He's gonna cut himself shaving. Do Space Marines shave, or do they just not grow facial hair? Ugh, that's not gonna work. That's gonna be ugly as sin. Ugh, what are you doing?
Gotta bore some of this shit out. It's a lot like the deburring I did in the machine shop. Much nicer. Alright, I'm going to have to finish this assembly. I'm not going to do the painting tonight. Coming up on an hour, which is right where I wanted to be. But, my nose is killing me. I have to stop leaning down and looking at things. Not too shabby. And like usual, there's a lot of stuff that go in the bits bin for later. So kids, there we go. 10, 90% assembled, 40% painted Intercessors ready to rock for you. I'm glad you came by, if in fact you did. Sorry you didn't feel like talking if you didn't, but I know you didn't. So I'm just going to clean up, I'm going to throw on some TV. I'm going to go to bed because I got to work tomorrow. Later.